I think we're as good or better than last year. We're missing Chris Schreidel's leadership, but as far as players, everybody's got another year experience, have 2 seniors now, and I think we're actually going to be better. That are on the team this year are special. All players are special, but Steven is a great athlete, and he's really improved a lot over the last several years. Rafa's the first freshman that I actually recruited that came on, and he's my first international student, and he's graduating on time in May, so I'm really proud of that. Kane was probably the most decorated high school athlete to ever sign at this school. Kane went to state all 4 years at the biggest classification you can. I don't know if that's ever been done before. Kane plays with a chip on his shoulder, and he played hard. I believe that Steven and Rafa both should have been All-Americans last year, but as my players know, I don't get caught up in the politics, and I don't go to the coaches' meeting on ratings, and I don't go to the coaches' meeting on picking All-Americans. I just don't go. Sometimes those are popularity contests, and we let our clubs do our talk, and at the end of the day, it's what's in your head. It's not what certificates you got on your wall. But what does Kane mean? Kane's a good role model. Besides him being an All-American last year as a freshman, he had a 4.0 GPA, and to me that's much more important. I tell my team this year, the first meeting, that the most important thing that we've ever accomplished here at Our Lady of the Lake as far as the golf team in its history is being an NAIA scholar team for the last 3 years in a row. That's more important than winning a conference championship. That's more important than winning a tournament. That's more important than anything, because at the end of the day, we're here to go to school and do well in school. So that is a huge accomplishment. It's why I got into coaching, and it's absolutely the most important accomplishment that we've had on the golf program. A couple of the guys that are returning for the spring semester is Flynn. He transferred in. He's from England. He's a good player, great attitude. I have a new player coming in who's a non-traditional student. His name is Stephen Landry. He's 42 years old. It's not a publicity stunt. The guy can really play. We're really excited. He's graduating in May with his undergraduate degree, and he's going to probably garner national attention as well because of his age, and I think because of his play. I'm really excited. I have Logan Rochelle, a vet, another non-traditional student that joined us. So I'm excited. I'm excited about that. It's no secret that those 6 are going to battle it out for the 5 spots, and that would be Rafa, Steven, Kane, Lewis, Stephen Landry, and Logan Rochelle. It's going to be those 6 battling out for the 5 spots. Coach Martinez is back again for his 4th year. It's really his 5th year, but it's 4th year officially. He's been around the program since I started. Arnie's a great individual, great heart, hard worker, really works the team hard. We do good Batman and Robin. Sometimes he's Batman and I'm Robin, and sometimes he's Robin and I'm Batman. We have a lot of fun. He brings a lot of energy, and he's going to be a great head coach one day when he's given the opportunity. I think people are going to see him do amazing things in the golf industry. You know, we did win. We won the Flyer Invitational, which is at Cog Hill, which is a very difficult golf course. The harder the golf course, the better golfers shine. I try to play hard golf courses because then luck doesn't come into play so much. But we were inconsistent at Doral. We had a terrible tournament in Doral. Even it was cut short by rain, so we couldn't move up the leaderboard. But it is what it is. You got to come to play every every day. I believe we would have done much better if we would have been allowed to finish the round on the second round, because that was at Doral, the Blue Monster, which is the harder golf course. We do well hard golf courses because we're a very good athletic team. In the spring, we have some really cool tournaments. The RTPC, the one that we co-host with Oklahoma City, is probably one of the premier NAIA tournaments in the country, definitely in the spring. We have some of the top schools in the nation coming in, and it's on a very difficult golf course. So hopefully we'll play well there. I'm really looking for that. We have our tune-up mid-February at the Houston Victoria Claude Jacobs, which is at Victoria Country Club. We've won that golf tournament before, and Stevens won it as an individual. We've won it as a team, and Kane is tied for first and lost in playoffs, so he came in second. So we do know that golf course well, but we have two players that haven't played the golf course. So hopefully they can catch up, cram for the exam, so to speak. It's not as difficult, but it's tricky. It's got a lot of nuances. So I'm looking forward for that to be a good tune-up to get ready for the TPC. Then after that, we're going to play in a UIW tournament, which is against Division I schools, which is no big deal because Oklahoma City can beat all of them handedly. Texas Wesleyan handedly can beat probably any school in the country, no matter what their division is. But we are playing in that tournament. UIW is very gracious. It fits in our schedule well. Our guys do want to compete against their friends that went to, quote, D1. So we're going to go up and play in Comanche Trace and Kerrville. And UIW, Coach Martinez is so helpful to our program. He opens his doors to us, to their facilities, and he's just a great guy. I've known him for 40 years, so he's been really good to us. That being said, they want to beat our brains out, and we want to beat their brains out, but it's good that we have a little bit of a brotherhood there to help each other out. That tournament's going to be good. Coach Tate, who used to coach at St. Thomas, is now the head coach at University of Texas, University of Texas, RGV. So it's going to be good to see Coach Tate again. We both started as head coaches at the same time, and so he's co-hosting it with UIW and Kerrville at Comanche Trace. So I'm looking forward to beating his brains out too, or they're going to beat my brains out. We'll see, but it's going to be good to see Coach Tate again. We usually do well against our competitors at that level, and then then we have our fundraiser. No, I'm sorry, we have our fundraiser, but our fundraiser golf tournament's important because it's to expose all of the benefactors of our school to all of our student athletes. We have all the different sports show up at that, so that's important. It's important for our players to also participate and be, quote, ringers for some of the foursomes so that they can enjoy themselves more, and they see how quality of people that we have in all of our athletics. Okay, our last tournament right now that's scheduled is at Deer Run, which is where the national tournament's going to be. I believe there's going to be 20 teams up there. It's kind of like a national championship preview. It'll be a good opportunity for us to play that course again before the nationals. We anticipate going to nationals, so we are going to go up there and play. By then, our top 5 will be solidified. Hopefully the weather will cooperate. It was awful for us last year. And then finally, the conference is going to be in Phoenix, and we're in a kind of a, lack of a better word, super conference. There's going to be 18 teams there. So we'll see how it works out. We got to go out to Phoenix and play. So by then the guys know that we need to climb up the rankings. We had climbed up to around 12th in the nation, and then we dropped because of Doral. So we've got to come out of box swinging. We can't take any days off at a tournament, and it's time, to prove ourselves, because when you play with 18 teams, anything can happen. So the only way we're going to be able to go is by winning a conference, I believe. So we just got to work hard. Yeah, well, we anticipate going there, but like I say, if we don't, we had a successful year because Rafa's graduating, Steven's graduating. I hope we're an NAIA scholar team. I think we're going to do very well academically this semester, and we got great recruits for next year. So the program's only, following in the footsteps of all the other good athletic programs here at the school. There's every single sport is very successful and has good student athletes. So we're just following in those footsteps.